Welcome to Local Point, your life, your stories, with your host, David Gale.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Local Point. I'm your host today, David Gale, and today joining me in the VTV6 studio is Glade Allred with the Holidays Committee, who's here to discuss this year's amazing event, as it is every year. Welcome, Glade. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
So let's pretend like the people who are watching don't know anything about what we're talking about at all. What is Holidays? Where does it take place? When does it take place?
Holidays is a festival that is basically a gift from the community to the community. It truly is one of those grassroots community events that how much it is, what it becomes, depends on the community and the community support. It happens every year the day after Thanksgiving. So this year it'll be November 24th. And it always is just a great coming together. The idea is to bring the community together, get the community behind it, have it all pre-sponsored so that every child can attend. No child gets left out because they couldn't afford to attend.
So let's back up just a little bit. And how long has this been going on? Because you said
this is our 14th year. So
14 years.
14 years. This is the 14th year.
And during that period of time, I'm imagining that it's probably grown a little bit.
It has. It has. It started out very small. It was a small idea that we can get the community behind us. Many said in the beginning, you can't do it. It can't grow big and without charging fees and those kind of things. And I said from the start, I believe it can, because I know the goodness of our community and the goodness of our people.
So what are some of the things that happen that you don't have to charge fees for that people would assume you would charge fees for?
The things that take place are everything from a parade of lights that everybody participates in. We go through and we hire events like the camel rides and the horse-drawn carriages and things like that, and we get businesses to step up and sponsor that. We have businesses like SF Phosphate, the mine. They have not only sponsored a carriage, but they also have sponsored a booth to give away free French fries.
Oh, nice.
We have Guild Mortgage that has stepped up, and they will be providing free cotton candy and free kettle corn, and that's threaded all the way through the event. As we get businesses that are community minded, they step up, they sponsor the different events, and we get volunteers to come help us and make it happen.
Okay, so the 24th of November, the day after Thanksgiving,
yes.
When most people, this is technically a time of shopping for a lot of people out in the city, but here, what time does it start during the day?
It starts, and let me back up and play on just what you just said. Many people think the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday, we've got to go to the city.
Right.
One of the reasons that Holidays is held the day after Thanksgiving is give people a reason to say to their families, no, come home for Thanksgiving. Come here, and let's have an event here that we can do our Black Friday shopping right here and attend this amazing event. I was in Colorado yesterday. I was in Craig, and I was over in Meeker and those areas, and it's really amazing as you go around to the post and say, oh yeah, we go over to Holidays every year.
Really?
And those people, it gives their people a reason to not run off to Denver or Grand Junction, but stay home for Thanksgiving, bring their families home, and they come over to Vernal to Holidays. We bring people from all over the place.
That's awesome. So again, on the 24th then, how early do you start in the day? Where does it actually take place?
We will begin this year at noon, and everything kicks off at noon. There are 3 venues. One is Vernal Avenue and Main Street.
Okay.
They're at Cobble Rock Park. The second venue will be First East with the County Complex. The third venue will be over to the Western Park, ice skating rink, Western Park, all of that. And then we actually have a 4th venue, which is up to the Rec Center. Now, everything with the exception of the Rec Center kicks off at noon.
Okay.
The fun house, the camel rides, the pony rides, everything starts at noon. The first prize drawing will be going on as we have a professional ice sculptor who will be carving one of his amazing ice sculptures. And so there'll be lots to do, and we try to keep it to where there's almost too much to fit in a day.
Right, right. Well, speaking of that, we've got to go to break really quick, but when we come back, we'll find out a little bit more about all the stuff that they're trying to fit in one day and how you can participate. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
the Vernal Area Chamber wants to add your business in our network. Create change with various committees. Participate in community events and have a strong business resource behind your company's goals. Learn more at vernalchamber.org.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
Welcome back to Local Point. Before the break, we were discussing this year's Holly Days with Glade. Sorry, I got you confused with your son, who's Dale,
right.
and I put Glade
That
and Dale
works.
together.
Call me anything. Don't call me late for dinner.
Okay, so I understand that every year that we've done Holly Days, there's a theme. Now, I don't know if that's been every year that you've done it or just recently.
Different theme every year.
Okay.
This year the theme is Holidays Heroes.
Okay.
And we're trying to honor our first responders and our military service men and women. And so that is the theme. With that in mind, the movie, for instance, it'll thread all the way through. The movie will be White Christmas. That will be the theme for the gingerbread contest. That will be the theme for the show and glow contest. We try to thread that throughout the theme.
Now you keep mentioning all of these things that I'm not familiar with, the different events that are going on. Is there some place that I could go to see everything that's available, or should I just show up?
We would love you to go to communityholidays.com.
Okay.
That is our website, or Vernal Holidays is our Facebook page. And you can find information there. There's videos of the last several years of the event. There's a printable list of all the events. There's actually an app
really?
that one of our committee members has created for us, and you can find links to that. The app will show you the different events and
give you like a map, a layout of where it's going.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you can walk me through. Let's say I'm showing up to Vernal on the 24th, around noon. Where do I go? What am I going to see when I get there?
Okay, depending upon, I would suggest, you start out there at Vernal Avenue with the prize drawing, and there will be a prize drawing going on. There will be free coffee, free hot chocolate. There'll be fires in the middle of the street. We close
That's right,
the road.
because you close the roads down.
We close South Vernal Avenue down, and we put a large inflatable zip line will be in the middle of the street, and that'll be fun. On First East will be just east of First East, east of the helicopter there on the county complex, will be the camel rides. They will start at noon.
Okay.
And the line of that gets large quickly.
I believe it.
The carriage rides will be on First East. They will be loading right there. There will be a children's plane. Now I can't talk. A children's train that will be going on. Over in Western Park, we will have all of the gingerbread contest there on view, and so we encourage people to get involved with these contests.
Sure.
The gingerbread contest, they need to get their entries in by the day before Thanksgiving, I believe.
Okay.
All of the rules are there, and they can go on the website. There's forms for all of the contests. The Grinch Look-alike contest, we really would like to get all the participation we can in these various contests. There are cash award prizes for each of them.
And speaking of participation, I understand that the Parade of Lights, something that is looked forward to by everyone, we need volunteers for that, or at least floats?
We need floats. Every year people say, I loved the parade. I just wish there were more entries. And I always say, where was yours? Where was your float?
Right.
We need people to get involved. A Parade of Lights is the easiest parade to do, an outstanding float that there is, because it's so easy to decorate with lights.
Yes.
And so we need people to get involved with that. They can get a hold of the Chamber of Commerce, and they can enter their float there.
What about other volunteers? I'm sure that you need a herd of people, don't you?
We need all the people we can get. There are things to do inside, there are things to do outside. We need people helping with lines. We need people helping make kettle corn and cotton candy and helping to hand out tickets and helping to carry prizes and all these various things that we definitely need help with. We need people from, say, 12 years old to 60, 70 years old. We can use their help.
And we get a hold of the Chamber of Commerce for that as well?
They actually can go to our website, communityholidays.com, and there's actually a form there they can fill out, or they can access, and they can send us an email at fun@communityholidays.com. Tell us they'd like to volunteer. We'd love to hook them up.
Okay, we got less than 30 seconds, but I know you mentioned something about Bazooka Ball. What is that?
Bazooka Ball is new this year to Holiday Days. It is a foam, it basically is a paint ball gun with an adapter on the end that you can shoot foam balls. And that will be inside Western Park. It'll be a lot of fun.
Nice.
And so they need to come and participate in that. That would be great.
So much work that you've done and your committee, thank you so much. Make sure that you go out, oh, that's Glade. Okay, now you're back on me. Make sure you go out. Participate, for sure, it's free, but you know, maybe volunteer as well. Thank you for watching Local Point. Stay tuned for this week's community calendar.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
The Vernal Area Chamber wants to add your business in our network. Create change with various committees. Participate in community events and have a strong business resource behind your company's goals. Learn more at vernalchamber.org.
Hello friends, welcome to this week's community calendar, sponsored as always by the Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce. You can contact the Vernal Chamber to get the support you need to help your business grow. Hey, we've got a little bit of news for you. The diaper drive is happening from the Tri-County Health Department. That's from November 13th through the 27th. You're going to see drop-off locations here behind me. In fact, we'll just go over them. You got Walmart, Davis Food and Drug, Zions Bank, Mountain America Credit Union, and Smith's. So what this is you go and you drop off diapers, even open packages of diapers, as long as the diapers aren't used, right? And this drive is meant to help families around the holidays. Babies go through a lot of diapers, so if you have extra ones, maybe you're just weaning your kid off of diapers, hey, go drop them off here, help somebody else out. All right, great. Let's get into this weekend's schedule now. Friday, November 10th, Musical Comedy Murders of 1940 is happening both this day and that day. These are the last two chances to see this wonderful musical. It's not a musical. It has the word musical in it. There's not really any music. There's a tiny bit, but it's kind of a joke. It's a murder mystery comedy, and it's hilarious. We've had some awesome audiences. Your last chance to see myself and a lot of other wonderful people in the funniest show of the year. It really is. It's hilarious. You like the movie Clue? You're going to love this. All right, Saturday, November 11th, before you go see the Musical Comedy Murders of 1940 at night, in the morning is UB Tech is having their annual Ruck Run. Now, what this is that it's kind of in support of the veterans, right? You want to see what it's like to be someone who's in the military. You go and do a 5K. You put on different weights in a ruck, which is like a backpack, right? It's a bag. And you go do this 5K. Now, you don't have to run it. You can walk it. You don't have to wear weight. But you're going to see a lot of our veterans out there, and it's a great support for them. They also have a community breakfast that happens right afterwards for free. So even if you don't run, even if you just come and clap them and say, hey, great job, guys, you can go and take your family there and have a free breakfast. The run starts at 8 a.m. At the UB Tech campus in Vernal. Don't miss it. Also on Saturday, St. James Church is having their Bingo Bash fundraiser at Western Park. Everybody loves bingo. The early bird dinner is from 4:30 to 6:30, and bingo starts at 7. Now, on to next week, November 13th through November 19th. On Monday, November 13th, is the Uinta Basin Juvenile Diabetes Support Group. It is from 6 to 7 p.m. It's happening at the Kings Peak Elementary School. And then on Tuesday, November 14th, the Vernal Rotary Club is accepting applications for families in the Santa's community effort. This is a big deal. This is the one that Brian Gorham's putting on, right? Yeah. So if you want to get all, they're taking these applications, but you can also write Brian Gorham at brian@briangorham.com. He's kind of in charge of the whole thing. It's a great way that you can sponsor gifts for a family who is in need this holiday season. All right, now on pushing all the way into Saturday, November 18th, it's Family Fun Day at the Western Heritage Museum. It's happening actually every third Saturday of the month. This month's activity is If I Lived in a Snow Globe. It's kind of like a craft opportunity for you and your kids. It runs from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. All right, let's move to this weekend's weather. You may have noticed since the last community calendar that something happened in the air. It's weird that, temperature doesn't change a whole lot, but there was definitely a shift in feeling. Like the cold that was cold, like it started piercing a little bit. Hopefully I'm not hitting my microphone. It's definitely winter now. It feels like it. We have snow that has fallen and stayed on the ground for a little bit. So for the weekend, starting off, you don't see it here, but for the weekend, this coming weekend, meaning the 10th and the 11th and the 12th, your lows are in the 50s, or your highs are in the 50s, and your lows are right around that freezing temperature, 28 to 31 degrees. That means that if there is precipitation, it will most likely be in the form of snow, but we aren't anticipating seeing any precipitation until next week is our only chance. And even that, right around the 17th, is about 20% chance of precipitation. Our humidity is right around 40 to 50%. So our next week highs, temperature drops down a little bit. We're talking about the 13th through the 17th area there. Your highs are going to be in the mid to upper 40s, and your lows are going to be in the low 20s to the upper 20s. We just keep trekking on down there, which is good. I mean, that's what happens during wintertime. We want that precipitation to come in the form of snow so we can save it for later. All right, here are a few other events that are coming up that we will be talking about in future community calendars. First of all, Santa's community effort we talked about. Applications, let's see right here, right there. Applications running all through the month of November. So get a hold of Brian at briangorham.com to find a family you can help. Holidays, huge deal here in the Vernal area and surrounding. I mean, people come from all over the place. Colorado. That's happening November 24th. We've got a Local Point that's coming up. You can watch that. Or maybe you just watched Local Point and now you're watching this. Anyway, it's such a fun time. They do a great job. The community puts a lot of effort into that to make it completely free for everyone. Then there's Santa's Workshop Craft Fair on November 24th and 25th. And Trees for Charity Auction and Gala happening November 27th. Well, those are the events we have for this week's community calendar. If we've missed something, hey, let us know. You can call us at 435-781-1902. You can leave a comment below, and we will read those comments. It makes us happy when you say, hey, I'm watching, and this is something you forgot. All right, I think that's it. Is that it, guys? We did it all. Thank you for watching, and like VTV6 on Facebook. Hey, we're going to see you next time. Happy holidays, everyone. It's a great season.